For this video, I've compiled some horse hacks from Instagram and TikTok, and we're gonna put them to the test. So I've got quite a few fly repellent horse hacks in this video. The first one I'm gonna try is making a fly spray applier for the horse's face. So I have like this dish scrubber, one of the soft kinds, the sponge kind, but also the type that you put the dish detergent in the handle to where it's supposed to squeeze out of here. So I'm actually gonna put fly spray in this handle. Oh my gosh, it's leaking. All right, so we're testing this hack. So I'm gonna say things that I see that are wrong with this. The fly spray is leaking out everywhere already. So maybe this is also just the type of thing I got. So I better go ahead and test it. Tucker here notoriously does not like fly spray on his face, and you're not ever gonna like shoot your horse in the face with fly spray. But he also sometimes doesn't like his face really messed with, so I thought, okay, maybe this will be better for him. So we're gonna try it. And we would just go like this. Oh, he does not like that. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. So it does apply it a lot more gently, and it is actually working now where it's coming out through the sponge. Okay, so my honest review of this hack is that I think if I had a better scrubber, this would be a little bit more effective, just because a lot of the fly spray is leaking out on the sides. But overall, it is spreading this nice over his face. It's nice and gentle, he's relaxed, and it's allowing me to get fly spray in places I normally wouldn't. Have you ever found that you don't have your halter, but you need to catch a horse? Like maybe they've gotten out, or you realize you forgot your halter or something like that. Maybe you just have a lead rope, or maybe you even just have like a belt on. This is something you can do to bring your horse in. I have my lead rope here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm first gonna start by looping the lead rope under his head and bringing it up behind his ears. Like that. And then I wanna pull it to where the buckle is like kind of right at his chin. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the remaining lead rope and wrap it around his nose, so under and then around like that. Then I'm gonna take the end of the lead rope, and you can either loop it through the buckle or you can loop it through the top part. So I'll do that. There you go. So this is a catch halter, and then you have a bit of a lead rope right here too. So if we're out in the field and I need to lead him in, then we can just walk. This next hack are for those horses that love to paw when they eat. So that is not Tucker, that is the baby Ruach. What I have here is I have one of these feed pans that can hook to the fence, and so you're gonna need one of these. So this is the first step to this hack. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the feed bucket, you're gonna hang it on one of the lower rungs of the fence to where his head has to be extended down for him to eat it. And this makes it a lot harder for them to paw, because if he were to paw, he'd probably kick himself in the face. So occasionally Ruach will still paw like this, but it's nothing like it was before. Like he used to kick his feed pan and spill his feed everywhere. With this, he won't paw as much because just the way he's positioned to eat like this, it's a lot harder for him. I have another fly repellent hack for you to try. So I have a bottle of Swat, and Swat is like a fly repellent ointment that you usually put around wounds or cuts. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this. So first I'm gonna put on this glove so that I don't get Swat all over my hands. Swat is very strong stuff. So the hack that I've seen with this is, number one, you could dip a body brush in here and actually brush your horses with it. I'm not gonna do that because I have done it. And yes, it did keep the flies away, but it also made the horses like super disgustingly grimy just because this stuff is like a gel. So I'm not gonna do that, but I am gonna kind of use the same concept. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some Swat and I'm just gonna draw a line down Tucker's leg just to act as like a repellent, because a lot of flies like to congregate on the horse's legs and then the horses are stomping. So if I just do this one line, you know, it's pretty strong to repel the flies. And of course it's a windy day, so we actually can't really test this one well just because there's not really a whole lot of flies out. And then I can even kind of like draw a circle around his pastern. But there, that way it's not over everything. I like to do that if my horses are just standing out in the field. I personally like rope halters that have the lead rope connected to the halter itself rather than having like a buckle or a clip. And so I'm gonna show you an easy way you can do this, because these types of halters are really hard to find. And usually if you can find one like this, the rope tends to be really thin. So what I do is you can just get a normal rope halter and you can buy it without a lead rope. But then you can go on Amazon and you can get a lead rope that has no buckle and just a hoop on the end. And I'll actually put the link in the description to the video of where you can find these lead ropes on Amazon. So what you're gonna do, I have my rope halter here. I have the little section at the bottom of the rope halter where the lead rope would attach. I'm gonna stick the lead rope through this hoop. So I'm initially gonna stick the end of the lead rope through the loop first. I'll go this way. Pull the lead rope through. All right, so here is my halter, here's my lead rope. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the hoop and I'm going to run the lead rope back through it. So I'm gonna pull it up again. I'm gonna stick it in there. And this one has a really narrow hoop, so it's a little bit more difficult. There you go, now I have my rope halter and I have my lead rope attached. If you do a lot of trail riding, then this hack is for you. So let's say you're going out a lot into the national forest or on public trails. Sometimes you just want to be better safe than sorry. Who knows if your horse is going to get away from you, or maybe you'll fall off and they'll run away. And it can be really nerve-wracking to have to find your horse in that situation. What you can do is go to Walmart and get these little luggage tags. And on these luggage tags, you put your name, address, and phone number. And then what you can do is you can hook these to your saddle or a piece of your tack, like a halter. So for example, our baby Ruach, we have been taking him out on the trails and just hand walking him. And so we would attach this to his halter. But with Tucker, since I'm going out and riding, I'm gonna attach it to his saddle a lot in case, for whatever reason, something happened and he got away from me and someone else may find him. And I just realized my saddle doesn't have a whole lot of rings on it. So the one I found was up here where you would attach like a breast collar. So what I would do in this situation is I would just attach this little suitcase thing to the ring up here. And there you go. It's there, it's out of the way. If I fell off and the horse took off and someone found it, my information is attached to the saddle and they could give me a call. We now have a few hacks to test for getting your horse to perk their ears and just look more alert for photos. So we've done this with Tucker before with a mirror, which he ended up freaking out at. So we got a few other things to try that maybe will work for your horse. Tucker likes to have a look on his face like he just doesn't really want to be in the picture. So we're gonna try this. This is the broom trick. So you kind of put the broom in front of the horse and look at those ears. Yeah, you're very interested. So this would be great for like sales photos for horses, where you can get their profile kind of. But I also think if I did this enough, he would get tired of it and he'd be like, oh, it's just the broom. Look up, look up. Good boy, let's put your head up more. See, already he's like, okay, I saw it, I'm not interested. For this hack, I more so just want to see how Tucker reacts, but someone asked me to blow bubble gum and see if it works just as well for photos to get the horse to like look interested and perk their ears. So I got a big piece of gum in my mouth. That wasn't good enough. I have the Orbit gum and it's just not blowing good bubbles. So I think if you got the right type of gum, maybe, but he doesn't seem to care. This hack is great for shedding season. So right now it's springtime. Tucker's shedding out a lot. I don't really have a good shedding brush for him. I just feel like they don't really do a good job at helping him lose the hair. So this hack uses a rasp as a shedding tool, and we're gonna test it to see how well it works. So what I read is kind of like hold the rasp at an angle and then be really careful around the bones on the back. But yeah, look how much hair that's getting. This is really satisfying. I bet if I do his neck, he will really like it because this thing is kind of like a massage tool, it feels like. Although it's a little harder to get in the grooves there. Satisfying. feel like I just took off his whole coat. This next trick is great for babies or for horses that tend to get fidgety. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use some duct tape, and I'm gonna take a piece here, if I can even unstick it. I got Ruach here, my baby. Oh, and then I'm gonna just stick this on his nose, not really hard, but just kind of to where it will stick, and I can easily get it off. It's okay, baby. Oh, he did not like that. This is his first time doing this, so it's okay. I'm gonna just let him get used to it like that. The point is the tape is supposed to distract him from what's going on around him, like farrier visit, vet visit, just trying to get him to stand still. But he does not want it on him. All right, I'm gonna clean your feet and we're gonna see how you do with that. Good boy. Nope. Nope. No. No. Overall, I don't think the tape made much of a difference, and now I gotta get it off, and I know he's not gonna like that. It's not stuck on there bad, but it's okay. Good boy. Ruach's a smarty pants, so I feel like he's just too smart for that trick. If you've ever taken your horse off property to go on a trail ride or go to a show, then you know that it can be really hard to get your horse to drink when they're in a place they're not familiar with. So this is a little hack we're gonna test to see if we can get our horses to drink. For this hack, what you're gonna do is number one, get your horse's feed pan, because horses already associate their feed pan as something they want to go and eat. So I have Ruach's feed pan here, and I put like a handful of alfalfa pellets, and then I filled it with water. And so we're gonna see if he will drink the water out of his feed pan. So we're at home, so I don't know if Ruach is actually gonna drink this or if it's gonna work, but may as well try. So it's already turned to where like the alfalfa has kind of like dispersed itself. And yes, he is drinking it. So this hack does work. Another fly hack we're gonna try is a lot of people are saying that you can wash your horse with Irish Spring soap and it will actually deter the flies. So right here, we're not gonna wash all of Ruach today, but I am gonna just scrub him a little bit with this and see if it smells like any different once he's clean. There's not a whole lot of flies out. We've had some weird weather to where they've kind of gone away. Ruach has actually never had a bath, so this is a good starting place with him. So we've lathered him up right here really good, and then we're gonna rinse it off and smell and see if there is a difference that could deter the flies. Ruach's never actually been hosed off, but I have a feeling that he's not really gonna care that much. He's not about caring about things like this, so we're gonna just take it slow. Good boy. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, he does not care at all. Good boy. Okay, yes, so he definitely still smells from that soap. Next, I would have to bathe both my horses and scrub them down with that soap and hope that the flies stay away. Because the thing with Ruach is like he hates his fly mask. He will rip it off every single day I put it on him and destroy it and rip it to shreds. So I would like to find a way to keep the flies off of them where I'm not having to put things on them per se. For this hack, I'm gonna be cleaning my saddle pads. So this one here is pretty disgusting, especially up and around here. So it can be a real pain to put these in like a washing machine and then they leave dirt and hair all over the place. So with this hack, what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna use a pressure washer to clean this. I don't know much about pressure washers, so hopefully I don't just rip this blanket to shreds, but I do have the widest little nozzle on here, so that means it's not spraying as directly and harshly onto the pad. And then I'm also supposed to stand further back as I do it, because if I was like really close, it would just rip it up. So I'm gonna try it. I'm scared. There we go. Maybe I just have to get closer. The 40 nozzle wasn't working, which was like the widest, so now we're trying the 15, just because we think it may be more effective. And once again, it still may tear up the saddle pad, so we're just gonna test that. Here is a before and after. So we ended up using the pressure washer on this side and not on this side, so you can see the difference. I also think if we used like soap or something, it would have cleaned it even better. And so Colin kind of found the rhythm to it where you kind of have to go slow and methodical and it will get all the dirt off. Trying these hacks has been super fun, but you want to know another fun thing? Our Etsy store and our tons of t-shirt designs that we have on there. We have a t-shirt for everyone. We have super funny shirts that are designed just to make horse people laugh. So if you want to go check those out, the link is in the description. It's the Equine Helper Etsy store. Thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more horse videos.